Hello, welcome to another Lego Bootleg review for Lord of the Rings set. This is from Xinh this time, and it is set number 0142. And we have a bunch of heroes, a bunch of bad guys, and from what I can tell, all of these figures have been copied by Pogo previously, including a horse. So Xinh is just maybe trying to one-up Pogo, but I can tell right now that at least her face isn't that good. So let's take a closer look. Close look at the I think it was the Rohan characters, and yeah, the print job is pretty spot on. Now let's test to see if the helmets come off without the head. Oh no, it doesn't. So yeah, we're gonna have that problem with these guys. By the way, all of these figures also come with a spare hand each, just like Pogo stuff, and of course all of them have a 4x4 plate with a 1x4 stud line going for the middle. Xinh is using their standard cape where it's furry on one side and shiny on the other. It's definitely way more durable than the Pogo capes that are currently out right now, and they're soft as the newer Lego capes, but less springy than the newer Lego capes. So fortunately, it isn't too hard to remove the helmet without pulling the head with it. Just pull the helmet on an angle and it should come out just fine. As you can see here right on the screen, the print job on the helmet is also pretty consistent and pretty well done. So kudos to that. And just take those off. So yeah, print job on the faces are also pretty good. I think his face is a little bit too small for what it should be. Leg print is also pretty decent. No cutoff or bad print there on the legs. And here's a quick look at the back. Again, pretty decent print overall. You know, his face is a little bit too big. They sort of suffer the same problems as Xinh do. Next up we have Aragorn, and I can't remember the name of the woman. And both of them print. Aragorn's print is a little bit too, looks a little bit too cheapo, like the colors aren't quite right and definitely feels bootleggy. And the girl, her print is okay, a little bit smudged around her collar, and under the light it has a bumpy effect. So yeah, so it's not, doesn't have a nice and flat surface. It also has a little bit of problem with the yellow color as well, looking really weird. And yeah, that's something. By the way, the swords and all the spears are all rubbery plastic. Sword and spears are rubbery soft, so that's good, maybe. Here they are with their gear off, and on close inspection, her legs are pretty poorly painted with the almost looking like they didn't dry properly on their legs, so they look really, really off. And her face looks even more terrible without the hair to cover up. Same problems on the back. Her head's really off, and Aragorn does not have a second face. The colors are also very off for Aragorn's collar, but her back is a little bit better since it has less bright colors, although that little yellow bit there is also a little bit off. I kind of feel like that yellow area should have been made printed in gold instead of yellow. It just looks weird. With the bad guys, their swords are also soft and rubbery, so I'll pull them off. At this one too, but it's a bigger piece of plastic, so it doesn't feel as rubbery, but it is the same material. You just pull that off too. So Goblin, Orga, and the ring, reef thing, whatever they call it. And these ones do look a bit better. Well, he does anyway, but he looks a little bit better, but his bones still look far too light in color and looks a bit weird, so that's not cool. And not too much of a deal removing the hairpiece there, and of course the head underneath that is just black, so there's nothing to see underneath that. As you can see here, unlike the Pogo one, there's no back print for the hooded figure, and the other two have okay-ish prints. They do have back and new dual head print, so that's good. And the color again on the Orkai is probably the best out of the lot, and nothing too special about these guys. Along with the set, Horse was in the set when I got it, so here he is. Very nice, smooth, matte black finish. The print on the face is pretty spot on, except for the silver bit smudging right there on the top of the head, which is really annoying. But other than that, it has the standard head movement, a little bit stiff, and the leg movement is not as stiff and has a little click right there, click. So he can stand up easily without falling over. So the horse itself is pretty nice, but just, you know, a bit of bad paint there. Could be fixed with a little bit of black marker pen or just rubbing it off very carefully, with some paint remover or something, but yeah, I wouldn't do that. So overall, the plastic here feels more shiny than the Pogo stuff, and the weapons being rubbery and soft is might be considered safer for kids. Now, in terms of print quality, the images on the body, for the most part, when they're correct, they look sharper than the Pogo stuff. However, there's more color inconsistencies here, as well as smudges and marks on these figures that just don't look good at all, as well as some of the faces looking off, either too big or too small, or just completely wrong. For example, the woman's face, it just doesn't look right, and the one of the soldier's face also has a really big mouth when he's like in the shouting face. So the face print has a lot of errors there. So in that sense, I'll probably recommend you to get the Pogo one over these. Since the Pogo has released more Lord of the Rings figures than X0142 has, so there's a bigger selection there. None of these characters here in the X0142 line have not been released by Pogo, so you're not missing anything out there if you only get the Pogo stuff. And Pogo has also been a little bit better in separating the characters. For example, they have army building packs, whereas here you have main characters alongside with army characters. So that's not very useful. Like if I want to buy a few packs of these just to get more soldiers, I don't need 5 or 6 Aragons. That I don't. So the Pogo is the better option for army building there, and in that sense, you can probably skip this set entirely unless you really can't find the Pogo stuff. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below, and of course, take care and have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye now. Bye.